think Sampada is absent, no? So maybe I can send some recording to her. Okay. These days, working from home culture is becoming more popular. Again, the same thing. Most of the organization where it is possible for the employees to work from home ask their employees to work from home. It's like an introduction, right? So try not to write the same thing again. You've already written.
Yeah.
Okay. This is redundancy. You said in the below essay, I'll discuss my views about the same and lead to a conclusion. So write your views. Right. Work from home allows employee flexibility in terms of working hours. The first benefit of working from home is that it allows employee flexibility in terms of working hours. Something like that. Don't again start a new paragraph with the same thought process. You've already given that start here. That's the very reason you're writing the introduction. Okay. So do not repeat. This is called as a repetitive structure. So we call it as redundancy. Redundancy is nothing but repetition.
Repetition.
Yeah. Okay. It allows employee flexibility in terms of employee flexibility. Now, employee flexibility is one term, or it allows employees the flexibility in terms of working hours. So be careful of what you can say, because we are talking of employees or employee.
Employees.
Yeah. So if it is employee flexibility, it should, if it is one word, you need to put in between like dash like this. Okay. Or else, right, it allows flexibility in terms of working
In
hours.
terms of
Okay. It allows employees the flexibility in terms of working hours. That's also a minor change which they can do. An employee can take, or employees can take. Again, singular plural is a major issue. Okay. Employees. Maybe I can use red color for all the problems. Employees can work according to their working hours. They do not have to stick to. Now, is this a full structure? So there should be full stop. Employees can work according to their work hours, full stop. You've written like a spoken English. They do not have to stick to the traditional working hours. So isn't it the same thing which you have written back to back? They can work according to their work hours. They do not have to stick to the traditional working hours. Right? So now if you understand how many times you have written working hours, let's find out.
3 times.
Working hours. Back to back. So you need to change that. You need to make sure that you don't write the same thing. Also, most of the people does have basic equipments which are necessary to work from home. The same thing, work from home. Such internet, such as internet or telephone or laptop, etc. No etc. If you know the spelling of etc., put it ECCETRA. Don't write ETC. Okay. Why will we write or twice? If there is or, put a comma here.
Slash.
Oh, don't put slash, comma.
Okay.
Such as internet, telephone, or laptop. And why it is or laptop? So with only internet will help.
No,
only telephone
internet,
will help.
telephone,
and laptop. So use of conjunctions. So Abhishek, you write these things for yourself. Use of conjunctions, use of punctuations. Those things you have to work on. As the technology is developing day by day, comma. This is a clause. Okay, so put a comma. As the technology is developing day by day, these equipments are available at cheaper prices. Very good. Cheaper is a very good structure. Cheaper in the sense, it's a comparative structure. Cheap prices, cheaper, ER. Okay. There are many competitors which sells. No, competitors are the people. Okay, competitors are the people. Now, competitors in terms of industries, then you can say who? Competing companies or something like that. Competitors is who? Competitors in terms of companies, it should be again who, because they are entities. Okay, there are many competitors which sells variety of such products, instead of which I would prefer who. Such products with heavy discounts, so most of the people can easily afford them. Okay, people as a word, how many times you have repeated? People. Okay, so most of the people. So people. So instead of people, you should say most of the users can afford them. Okay.
Okay.
Individuals can also write.
Individuals. As most of the working professionals you write. Okay.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Acha. People ke baad does have. Most of the people, I forgot this. Subject verb agreement. Please write.
Do
After
have.
people, yes. Okay. So subject verb agreement is a major issue and it's a common issue. People do, not does. Hmm?
Hmm.
Then one on the other hand. Acha. When you write on the other hand, uh, it sounds as if you're changing. Okay. So try not to write on the other hand in the same paragraph. So what you should write instead? Not only that, okay, not only
Hmm.
whatever it is, not only it saves something time, but it also saves something. So on the other hand, it has to be avoided and write a phrase which means not only something is saved or whatever negative point you're writing, but also something. Okay. Work from home also saves a lot of energy, time, and money of an employee as he or she doesn't have to travel to work location every day. Very good. Most of the organizations, again, the same issue.
Hmm.
Most of the organizations. So if I have a
Hmm.
red, I'll be marking all these organizations work on global projects. So they require the employees to support 24 by 7. As, put a word, as most of the organizations, as most of the organizations work on global projects, they require the employees to support 24 by 7 with the help of work from home culture. It becomes easier. You have written all spoken English. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Hmm. Hmm.
This is spoken English. There should be comma here. Okay. As most of the organizations work on global projects, they require their employees to support 25 by 7 with the help of work from home culture. It becomes easier. Nay. And with the help of work from home culture, it becomes even easier. Okay. Then I hope you have written work from subject verb agreement.
Hmm.
Then next thing. So this paragraph is talking about how this is helpful. Next is though work from culture beneficial. Where is?
Hmm.
Hmm? Though work from home, work from what? Work from what?
Sorry, work from home.
Hmm. You're not there, no, to tell sorry to the moderator. He'll say sorry by giving you 6.5 or 6 and will ask you to pay 14,000. So be careful. No, you are not submitting. You have to be your own moderators. I'm training you not to be a candidate to write an essay. I'm training you to be moderators. Okay. So you need to check all these things before you submit your essay. The work from home is beneficial for an employees, singular
An
plural.
employee.
Ah,
An employee.
yeah, to certain way. What is certain way? To a certain way, to a certain extent. It's a
Hmm.
collocation.
Okay.
Please work on the collocation. In a certain way, or else to a certain extent. You have mixed both.
Okay.
Okay. There are few advantages or disadvantages also associated with the same. Fair enough. Not every employee has proper office atmosphere where not every employee has proper atmosphere where
At home. Okay.
In
ah
which,
at
okay,
home
huh.
है ना बराबर है at home. I was expecting that here. Okay, atmosphere at home where he or she can work peacefully and concentrate on the task fully. Secondly, comma,
Hmm.
as
Hmm.
employer accepts the employee to be at work 24 by 7, accepts or expects.
Expect.
Hmm.
Expect.
Expect.
Hmm.
Okay. So spelling mismatch. It really affects his work-life balance. Although employee is working from home, he may get.
He may
Get.
get
Hmm.
get.
Tell me something honestly, Abhishek. How many of these mistakes you know that these are grammatically wrong? Like if you have to check on your own, you know that these are grammatically wrong. Or you're learning
Yeah.
something new today?
No, 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 no.
You know this.
Yeah.
Consider these are all errors because of your hush, maybe typo errors. Okay, you're just in the
Yeah.
thought process, but you're not checking yourself for grammar. Call from his subordinate. Why only subordinate? Will the employee
From
get
his.
colleagues, not subordinate?
Oh,
And that to subordinate only one. That means you're assuming everybody has one subordinate in the office.
colleagues.
Yes. Also, employee has to invest same amount of money. So which employee? Also an employee or else the employees. So you have to maintain that.
Hmm.
Okay, has to invest same amount of money for paying internet charges, electricity bill, etc. No etc. Okay, which he saves while traveling. All right. So instead of writing this, you could have restructured this patch by stating that also the amount which is saved, on traveling, okay, has to be invested in paying the bills at home or paying the bills of the utilities at home, which otherwise would have been borne by the organization. Right? Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Say
Mm-hmm.
yes, no, because otherwise I'll be talking to nobody. Then, as we know, work from home culture has both positive and negative sides. But in my opinion, it has always benefited for most of the employees. So as we know, but in my opinion, this never comes together. As we know, okay,
Although,
we can say
लिख
that.
सकते हैं.
Yeah. Okay. After analyzing the above topic, we can understand work from home culture as both positive and negative. But in my opinion, it has always benefited for most of the employees. Most of the employees, again, can you see this? Redundant. Back to back, you've written the same thing. Okay. Most of the employees have started accepting the culture, or employers?
Employer.
But okay.
Can't work from home
Both we can say.
unless your employer allows you.
Okay.
All right. So don't write. I think you have written from Abhishek's perspective. Like your boss is pushing you for work from home, but you're not happy. That's the reason you're saying, "Oh, now I accepted it." Yeah. So most of the employees have started accepting the culture, and slowly most of the employees will adopt the same culture. How come the employees will be part of the culture? Employees will be part of the culture when the organization has that culture. Can you say, Abhishek, no, tomorrow onwards, I'm not coming to your organization, I'll work from home. I've accepted it. But who has given you that choice? First, the organization should give you the choice, or the employer should give you the choice. Then you have to accept it. So you can say most of the employers have started accepting the culture. Now, employer is forcing you to work from home sometimes, which you may not like. And slowly, most of the employees will adopt the same culture. Right? So this is not what we're looking at. Work from home as a concept, as a word, you have written at least 6 to 7 times. So that's something which you can cut down. We call it as remote work hours, telecommuting. These are the different words which you have to use.
Okay.
Understand how patchy this essay would be if I have to use red color pen and put all the things which I have to make changes. So you need to work on the structures in terms of ideas. If this is a spoken English, this is good enough. But since it's writing, we need better ideas, idea presentation. Okay, that means the grammar should be fine, the vocab should not be repeated much, and that's what is missing in not only your essay, in most of the essays. And hence, I thought I'll take today once again the structures as per my what I can say, my perspective as a moderator. Have you understood? Everybody else has any questions in anything which I've underlined or anything which I've marked? Because I'm going to clear this and go for the next one. Okay, all right. Then I'll take somebody else's essay now. Shreya. From home. How did it work from home?
Return mama have.
That's one. All right. This is the same question. Can you see this? Where is the introduction? 1,
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 into per the sentence 5 to 6. 12 5 is 60, 12 6 is 72. 60 to 72 words introduction. Don't you think it's too heavy?
Yes.
Right? As per our standards, let's see what can be cut. Introduction. Nowadays, a lot of individual. What is the problem here? Other moderators?
Employee.
Individuals.
Individuals. Lot of. Okay, please write in your book, Shreya. Many,
Yes,
lot
ma'am.
of, most of the. After that, there should be plural. Okay. Nowadays, a lot of individuals have their personal electronic gadgets, and because of these devices, it has become quite comfortable for humans to individually, no, for them.
Okay.
Don't write a new word. Try to use as many pronouns as possible if there's a word, if there's a noun in the previous part of it. Okay, keep this humans for somebody, some other sentence. Okay, for them to complete the work assigned to them in their own apartment. Okay, why apartment? Home. Okay,
Okay.
instead of apartment, no, don't write literally apartment. I can complete my work in the garden also, right? So,
Yes.
and not in their home, from their home. So, at their comfort, you should write. Okay, at their comfort of home. No, don't write apartment. Don't write really very specific. Don't say bedroom, room, living room. Okay, this becomes a little more
Okay.
specific. Okay, write home as a very generic structure, and afterwards you can write. Although there are some individual. What's the problem here? Mohsin,
Yes, ma'am.
what's the
Individuals.
problem?
Individuals.
Individuals. Although there are some individuals.
Individuals.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Souls.
Soul.
Okay. Some individual
Soul.
souls. Okay, okay. It's not very clear though. Okay. Who
SOU.
think that working from
Yes.
own house? Why own house? I can go to my friend's house also and study or work. Right? Working from house. And not house. This makes really very, although I understand that literally dictionary meanings can be the same, but in the reference we are not really talking so much. Okay. There are some individual who thinks individual souls who think that work from home makes their work difficult. Why work difficult? Life.
Okay.
सिर्फ काम नहीं difficult होगा, life भी difficult होगा. But I'm strongly inclined towards work from home scenario. Scenario spelling. Can anybody tell me scenario spelling?
SCE.
C.
Yeah, C is spelling.
Okay.
Vocabulary. And in this essay, spelling of essay?
ESS.
Double SAY.
Yes. And in this essay, comma, I will tell you why I believe so. Don't tell me. Please write. I'm not standing there
Okay.
so that I'll listen to you. Okay? I will elaborate. You need to understand there's a difference between spoken English and written English. You speak in your mind and you write. That doesn't mean you write in the same language. Did you understand the problems in the introduction?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Now the question is, where are the some individual souls and la la la? Have you understood this, by the way? Can I clear all the drawings? So introduction, what is missing? Subject verb agreement, lot of individual singular plural, and too many words which have been paraphrased, just which is not making sense at times. And as a reason, be careful of paraphrasing. Read the question now. The question is, Does working from home have more advantage or more disadvantage?
Yes.
Is there any some people structure?
No. No.
Are
So
there two sides
basically,
to
I think
this? Are there two sides to this?
Yes.
no. I
Where
mean, we
the
need to.
question, where are the
No,
two
we
We
sides?
need
have
to stick to a one side,
one side
Yeah.
like
but but we need to make sure that if you're sticking to advantages, then you need to elaborate more about advantage
Yes.
and less of a disadvantage, and then we
Yes.
need to a conclusion. It's like
Right.
that.
But you now understand one thing. What I'm trying to ask you is like, this is the question. This is the topic. Okay. And this is my task. How is the topic designed? Is it that they're saying that there are some people who think work from home is easy, where there are some others who think that work from home is difficult, something like that? Are they designing it like this? Have they given you like
no.
this?
No.
No. There's only one concept which is given. So try not to write like this, although there are some individuals who think, who told you? Okay.
Okay.
Who told you that work from home? Where is it given that it becomes difficult? Right? So to cut down on that 60, 70 words which you have written, I need to stick to the question. So nowadays,
Yes.
these days, okay, many people, a lot of individuals have their own computers, personal electronic gadgets, right? And because of which, why and because of which? Because of these devices, have their own electronic devices which makes it quite comfortable for them to complete the work assigned to them in their own flexible time, okay, or in their own way. That's it. Stick to the question. Does working home have more advantage or more disadvantage? I'm strongly what?
Inclined towards
Towards what? Work
work
from home
from home
having more
scenario.
advantages than disadvantages.
No. Work from home has more advantage.
Than disadvantages, right? So, okay. Now, what is this question? Does working from home have more advantage or more disadvantage? Can you imagine weighing scale? You understand weighing scale?
Yes.
What does the vegetable
Yes.
vendor says? पहले इधर 500 ग्राम डालता है. Okay. Then he put some cauliflower or vegetable on the other side. Then cauliflower is of like 600 grams. Then again he puts on this side 100 grams. And that's how he balances it. Okay. That's when you want to say that both of them are equal. So here I have to write in one paragraph that there are advantages, another paragraph there are disadvantages. I'm fine with it. If you are saying that there are advantages as well as disadvantages, but at the end you feel that advantages are more than the disadvantages. Okay. So what is the answer to this if I literally ask you this question in speaking? So Shreya, does working from home have more advantage or more disadvantage? So how will you answer this?
Well, according to me, working from home has more advantages than disadvantage.
That's it. So why don't you write in the same thought process, just slightly tweak. So you can say, although there are disadvantages, few disadvantages, okay, I believe working from home has got more advantages which outweighs them. Bas.
Okay.
You know, do you mean that no, there are no disadvantages? Do you
No.
really mean that there are no disadvantages? No, what do you mean is there are more advantages. समझ में आ रहा है मैं क्या बोल रही हूँ? Seema,
Yes.
are you there with me? Mohsin?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This is going to end in
Yes,
a
ma'am.
minute's time. So
Ma'am, one question.
yeah, please rejoin if this get disconnected. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Ask.
One question, yeah. So
Yeah.
it is not simple discuss on advantages and disadvantages of
Nay,
XYZ thing. It is
nay,
not
nay.
simple.
No,
Okay.
no.
So it is whether advantages outweigh the disadvantages.
Yes. Which is more? Which has got